Okay. Okay. So, I am just doing the general neuro assessment. So I'm going to walk in, I'm going to wash my hands, introduce myself. I'm Katie, I'm going to be your nurse today. Can you tell me your name?
Ashley Clark.
Can you tell me the date?
Today is 11/11
Yes.
14.
Yes, it is. And can you tell me what you're here for?
A neuro assessment.
Okay, and that's just kind of generally making sure that she's oriented to, you know, who she is, where she's at the time. And also, as a part of the assessment, I'm just going to give you 3 words to test your memory. I am going to ask you to repeat these at the end, and they don't have to be in any particular order, just as long as you get the 3 words correct. So that's going to be dog, apple, tree. So just kind of keep those in mind.
Okay.
And then I go on to ask her a series of questions. Can you tell me, have you ever had any serious neurological disorder issues? Nothing?
Nope.
No diagnosis of epilepsy? Nothing like that? Okay. What about like head injuries? Any concussions, contusions?
Nope.
Avery hits you on the head too hard? Nothing?
No.
Nothing like
Sometimes, but not serious injuries.
Okay. Do you ever have frequent or severe headaches? Like, no?
I get headaches, but they're not severe.
Okay. Do you ever have difficulty speaking or swallowing?
Nope.
Any numbness or tingling? Nothing
Nope.
like that? Okay. And if she did answer yes to any of these, I have the ideal model, but if she did answer yes to any of these, I would go on to ask her about any triggers and what she's doing at the time and frequency and you know, things that seem to help or make it worse, those kinds of things. Do you ever have any kind of coordination problems?
Nope.
No? Okay. And again, also while she's speaking, I want to kind of look at her face, make sure that it doesn't seem to have any drooping, and it all seems symmetrical down to, you know, her pupils and eyes. Her mouth seems to be moving how it's supposed to be moving. Also, kind of just take a glance at like the musculature of the person, make sure that it kind of makes sense according to their gender and age and what's the third thing? I guess just makes sense according to like their state of health, because muscle atrophy can indicate neurological issues sometimes. So, also, I'm going to ask you to get up and walk.
Okay.
So if you could just walk a couple steps.
Okay.
And then walk back. And this is just to assess her gait. Again, kind of check for symmetry, make sure that it looks like, you know, she doesn't have a foot dragging and kind of moves her arms appropriately for the steps that she's taking. And then we're going to do the Romberg test. If you could stand up. And, yep, you got it. You're doing great. And I think we can see. Hopefully I didn't mess it up. Okay, and then I'm going to have her close her eyes and stand. I'm going to put my arms at her sides like this to just kind of give me a way to measure, you know, if she's moving at all within my arms. And you can go ahead and sit down. So she did great there. And that's just, again, just to balance coordination. Okay. All right, and I'm going to have you do, touch your thumb or your finger, each of your fingers to your thumb, and then go back in order. And if you could just kind of speed it up a little bit, just kind of gradually. And there, again, I'm assessing for, it's kind of a coordination thing, you know, just making sure that her neuro is all how it should be. So we can see you now. The next thing I'm going to do is take a cotton ball and make sure that you can have tactile sensation in all of your extremities. So for that, I would take a cotton ball. Here's my cotton ball. Okay, and if you could close your eyes and just let me know when you can feel me touching you and where you can feel me touching you.
So, left foot, left leg, right foot, right leg, left thigh,
Okay,
left arm,
and
shoulder.
I would just kind of go and make sure that she has tactile sensation in all of her extremities. And then I would do the sharp, make sure that she can discern again or between sharp and dull. I already explained to her Okay,
Start with the sharp end.
Right. I would explain to her this. So this is sharp, obviously, and this is dull.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to have you close your eyes and just do kind of the same thing we did with this last test.
Okay.
And just touch you, and you just need to let me know, is it the sharp or the dull?
Okay.
So.
Sharp. Dull.
Okay, that's not fair. You have your clothes on, so that is the sharp end.
Okay. So dull. Dull. Sharp. Dull. Dull.
Okay. All right. And then I would also do the hot and cold test. So I would take you over to the sink, and this is the sink. Take her over to the sink, and I would turn on the water, either hot or cold, and but obviously keep it safe, in safe temperature range.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have you close your eyes and turn on the water, and you let me know with one hand at a time whether it is hot or cold. And that's just to make sure that her temperature regulation, temperature sensing is all normal, how it's supposed to be.
Okay.
Also, I would check her reflexes, so I won't do this to her now, but I would check for the Babinski reflex. So I would just take off her shoes and socks and just stroke the bottom of her foot and check for, I don't know how to explain it, except just that, make sure that the Babinski reflex isn't positive, that it doesn't, her big toe doesn't go up like this and the rest of her toes do that, because that's a sign of neurological issues. There are some other reflexes or deep tendon reflexes that you want to check, like the brachioradialis, the triceps, the biceps, tendons, and then you would also check the patellar. So, that where you take the little triangle thing, you hit and you check, and I never get the right spot, but you hit and you check, and you would, the way you would document it, you would rate it on a scale of 0 to 4. 0 is areflexive and 4 is hyperreflexive. You want it at about a 2. Also, can you tell me the 3 words that I told you at the beginning of the session?
Dog, apple, tree.
Excellent. Okay. And that covers just the general basic neuro assessment.